Today in history. You know what they say, some good things never change, and this is one of those good things that we have on the show.
Absolutely. Today in history, we have one event to share with our listeners today, but first here is your quiz question. The first modern Olympic Games took place in, number one, Athens, or number two, Sochi. Okay, the question again. The first modern Olympic Games took place in number one, Athens, or number two, Sochi. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bandi board or text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 50 or 101, depending on the length of your text. And you can check our check our website later to see if you're a prize winner.
자, 정답 주신 분들 가운데 추첨 통해서 물론 저희가 선물 보내드릴 거고요. So we just picked this particular event to talk about in Today in History.
Today in history. In 1863, Baron Pierre de Coubertin was born.
1863년 1월 1일 현대 올림픽의 아버지라고 불리우는 피에르 쿠베르탱 남작이 태어난 날이로군요.
All right, so we start today's journey to the past with the birth of a figure who reshaped the world of sports as we know it today.
And he was Baron Pierre de Coubertin, or we call him Kuberteng, born on this day in 1863, and who is now considered as the father of modern Olympic Games.
Born into an established aristocratic family, Coubertin studied a wide range of topics, in particular history and education, with the latter becoming an essential pillar in Coubertin's philosophy that physical education played a pivotal role in schooling.
Well, then in 1889, inspiration hit Coubertin, and he came up with the idea of reviving the ancient Greek Olympic Games as an international competition.
Thus, he spent the following 5 years organizing an international meeting of athletes and sports enthusiasts that shared his vision.
And that vision was centered on a number of ideas about sport. Well, he believed that the ancient Greek games encouraged competition among amateur athletes instead of professional athletes. Moreover, the practice of a sacred truce during the Olympic Games was seen as a modern means to give the Olympics a role in promoting peace.
What's more, he saw the games as the vessel to promote his philosophy of athletic competition, that the competition itself, the struggle to overcome one's opponent, was more important than winning.
Well, by the year 1896, the first modern Olympic Games took place in Athens, Greece. As we know, the rest was history.
Indeed. All right. Well, that's going to do it for the very first Today in History of 2015. Before we wrap it up, the answer to the question. The quiz was, the first modern Olympic Games took place in, and the answer, number one, Athens.
네, 아테네라고 우리가 말하는 Athens였습니다. And that's all we have for Today in History, and we'll come back tomorrow with more from the past.